and commit to trying something new in the next 90 days compared to the last 90 days. This could be as simple as reading new books, developing healthier habits, or spending more time with your family. No matter how small the change, consistently doing something different can lead to significant results over time. While we may not always have control over external circumstances, we can change how we respond to them by working on ourselves. A wise mentor once said, "What you have in life is the result of the person you have become." This simple yet profound principle highlights the importance of personal growth. If you focus on improving your habits, skills, and mindset, you will inevitably attract better opportunities and outcomes. It may be challenging to take responsibility for your current situation instead of blaming external factors, but this shift in perspective is vital for personal growth. He also said, "Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you only work hard at your job, you might make a living. But if you invest in personal development, you can build a fortune." Start with small, consistent efforts to improve your skills, communication, and character. These changes will make you more valuable to the marketplace and open up new possibilities for success. There's no need to change external factors like the seed, soil, sun, or rain. Instead, focus on cultivating internal qualities such as your mindset, philosophy, and attitude. When you improve yourself from within, you'll find that the external world begins to align with your efforts. Success is not something you chase or pursue, it's something you attract by becoming the kind of person who naturally draws success. Whether it's financial, personal, or spiritual, success begins with personal development. The more you grow and evolve, the more success will follow. Understand the difference between wages and profits. Wages help you make a living, but profits can help you build wealth. You can start working on your fortune part-time while continuing to work full-time for your living. This dual approach will give you both financial security and a pathway to greater wealth in the future. What you achieve is important, but what you become in the process is far more significant. Instead of focusing on what am I getting, ask yourself, what am I becoming? Your personal growth will determine the kind of success, relationships, and fulfillment you attract in life. Dedicate yourself to improving a little every day. Read books, develop new skills, enhance your communication abilities, and work on becoming a better version of yourself. The cumulative effect of these small efforts will transform your life. Success will no longer feel like something out of reach. It will become a natural consequence of the person you are becoming. This topic was incredibly important to me. It changed my life. By the age of 31, I had become a millionaire, and that was just the financial side of it. It took me 6 years from 25 to 31, and it was unbelievable. Remember, be a student, not a follower. What you must always do is design your own life. I'm happy when people take notes at my seminars, but I'm just as happy if someone says, "This isn't for me," tears up their notes, and moves on. That's just as valid for me. Remember, don't be anyone's disciple. Chart your own path and let what you do be the product of your own conclusions. What I'm saying here is to be your own person. You don't have to model yourself after someone else. You don't need to do things like anyone else. Do it your way. Buy what you want to buy. Listen to what you want to listen to. Make changes if you want to, or don't. It's your life. And don't let anyone persuade you otherwise. Success is not a stereotype. Success is not a Ferrari, not an automobile, not a house, not a place, not money in the bank, not $1 million. That's not success. Success is the continual unfolding of the design of your own life and executing it. That's what success is, constantly working on your personal life design and making it happen in whatever degree suits you. Success means doing what makes sense for you, your family, and your responsibilities. You can choose to take on responsibilities, or you can choose not to. That's entirely up to you. Humans have been given the power of choice. Every life form except humans operates by instinct and genetic code. Why not humans? Because we've been given the dignity of choice. We're not like robots, stuck in one place, unable to change. Humans can move anywhere, do anything. We have the freedom to change. But here's the thing, every other life form extends to the maximum of its potential. A tree grows as tall as it can. It doesn't stop halfway. No tree ever grows only half its height. It reaches as high as possible, drives down its roots, produces every leaf it can, and extends itself to the maximum. Every life form does this except humans. Why? Because we've been given the dignity of choice. You can choose to do little to make yourself comfortable, or do it all. There's no rule saying you must do it all or be rich just because you live in a rich country. You don't have to be rich, and you don't have to do it all. You can do some, do more, or do nothing. Take advice, but don't take orders. You can learn from others, but never let anyone dictate how you should live, what you should own, or what you should do. Being successful is a personal choice. What we teach are the possibilities, and everyone can choose how much of it they want. Abraham Lincoln said, "Since I would be no one's slave, I will be no one's master." It's an excellent philosophy. If someone chooses to go live in a cabin in the mountains and feed squirrels and they do it, they are a success. Why? Because they designed their life that way and made it happen. You can't say they aren't successful. Success is designing your life the way you want it and making progress in that direction. If you're not satisfied, make changes. You may follow someone's suggestions, but not their orders. Design your own life. If you take on responsibilities, you have to consider them, but you can choose to ignore them if you like. However, ignoring them will leave you with regrets. In the end, we all must face one of two kinds of pain, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. We recommend choosing discipline because it's far better than regret. It's a poor trade-off to sacrifice your discipline for a regret.if you gain the whole world but lose your soul. Is it worth it? The answer is no, even if you gain everything, but sacrifice your integrity. The experience would be so bitter, it wouldn't be worth it. Greed may bring short-term gain, but it will turn bitter in the end. So we must confront all laws, spiritual, agricultural, and fundamental laws. But we still have the power to design our lives. You can choose a little or a lot, go north, south, or east. One great rule discovered through interviewing self-made millionaires is that they always find something good in every failure. They look at setbacks as learning experiences and always find a lesson. Successful people seek valuable lessons in every obstacle, and they always find them. Failures, do they whine, cry, and focus on what they've lost, blaming others for their problems? Successful people, on the other hand, ask themselves, what can I learn from this to become smarter next time? My promise to you is this: those who seek will always find. If you look for a valuable lesson in the biggest problem you're facing today, you will always find it. Here's another possibility: your biggest problem today could be the greatest gift you've ever received, because it may contain the lesson that will lead you to success. If you stop focusing on what happened and who's to blame, and instead look for the gift hidden within your problem, it could transform your life. The next key is dedicating yourself to lifelong learning. Personal and professional development is what takes you from rags to riches. As Peter Gurr says, knowledge and skill are the keys to the 21st century. And the only skill that will matter in the 21st century is the ability to learn new skills. Everything you know is becoming obsolete at a rapid pace. Stephen Covey says that your current knowledge has a half-life of 2 years, meaning half of what you know will be irrelevant in 2 years, and 2 years from now, even more will be obsolete. If you're not continually learning and upgrading your skills, you're not standing still, you're falling behind. Here are the 3 keys to continuous learning. Read in your field for 30 to 60 minutes every day. In other words, turn off the television, radio, and put aside the newspaper. Just read books in your area of expertise. The best books to read are the ones written by successful people in your field, because they contain knowledge that can help you achieve higher results. Many people have told me that reading for an hour a day has doubled or even tripled their income within a year. Take every course you can. The courses and seminars offered by professionals in your field are invaluable. These courses have been developed and tested over many years, and they are designed to teach you more in a day or two than you could learn in years of trial and error. Or listen to audio programs in your car. The average driver spends 500 to 1,000 hours a year behind the wheel. If you listen to learning material during this time, it's like attending a full-time university. This can profoundly change your life. The more you commit to becoming the best person you can be, the more you'll like and respect yourself. The more energy you have, the bigger goals you set, and the more persistent you become. When you invest in yourself by reading, learning, and upgrading your skills, you send a message to yourself that you're a person with a great future, and it's up to you to maximize your potential. As your self-esteem rises, you'll find that you get promoted, paid more, and succeed in every area of your life. Another key to becoming a self-made millionaire is getting around the right people. Dr. David McClellan, who conducted studies at Harvard for 25 years, discovered that as much as 99% of your success is determined by your reference group, the people with whom you associate regularly. This group includes the people you interact with at work, at home, in church, and in your social circles. He found that changing your reference group can completely transform the way you think. The people you associate with influence your attitudes, opinions, behaviors, and even your style of speech. If you start associating with successful people, you'll begin to adopt their positive, focused, and growth-oriented mindset. Finally, understand that life is never a continuous upward trend. It's always a cycle of peaks and valleys. Just like climbing a mountain, after reaching the peak, you must descend into the valley before climbing the next peak. Life is made up of cycles and trends. There are ups and downs, but the key is to keep pushing forward during the ups and protect yourself during the downs, so each setback still leaves you ahead of where you were before. Successful people focus on making progress and learning from each cycle, always staying a step ahead. Life is a series of challenges, and sometimes these challenges turn into full-blown crises. It's like the waves of the ocean, 6 problems and a crisis, 6 problems and a crisis. At any given time, you are either in a crisis, just coming out of one, or about to face another one. What we've discovered through research is this: the defining trait of successful people is how they handle these crises. When faced with problems, successful people don't get upset or angry. Instead, they ask themselves, what's the solution? They become intensely focused on finding solutions. A big problem sparks creativity, and creativity leads to solutions. The first step is to clearly define the problem. Write it down. What is the problem I'm facing? Sometimes simply defining the problem can spark the solution. Another technique that can change your life is focusing on your major goal. Once you've identified the one goal that can make the most significant impact on your life, write it down as a clear question. For instance, if your goal is to double your income, write it down: what can I do to double my income in the next 12 months? The more specific your question, the better. Then write down at least 20 answers to this question. Some possible answers could be work harder, work smarter, start earlier, upgrade your skills, etc. The first few answers will come easily, but as you dig deeper, the last few will be much more difficult. However, this mind-storming exercise has transformed countless lives. It's often the 20th answer that completely changes everything. Once you've written your 20 answers, choose one and take immediate action on it. Don't wait. Taking action on just one answer will keep you in a creative, problem-solving mindset throughout the day. The next trait of successful people is to be an unshakable optimist. An unshakable optimist focuses on what they want most of the time. They seek the good in every situation and constantly feed their mind with ideas that open new perspectives. Optimists share 3 key qualities. They learn more, increasing the chances they'll learn the right thing at the right time. They try more things, increasing the likelihood that they'll try the right thing at the right time. They persist. Optimists never give up. Once they decide to reach a goal, they keep pushing until they achieve it, no matter the setbacks. This leads to 2 crucial qualities: courage and persistence. The greatest barrier to success is often the fear of failure. The antidote to this fear is courage. There are 2 types of courage required for success: the courage to begin taking the first step with no guarantees of success. The courage to endure persisting through setbacks and failures, knowing that you will never give up no matter what. The final quality of self-made millionaires is self-discipline. This is the ability to do what you should do when you should do it, regardless of how you feel. Self-discipline is the key to achieving big success. It's the ability to push through challenges and keep going, even when it's difficult. Persistence is self-discipline in action. Every time you persist, you build your self-discipline, and the more disciplined you become, the more your self-esteem grows. This creates a powerful cycle. Persistence builds self-discipline, which in turn increases your persistence, and soon, nothing can stop you. When you reach this point, you will become unstoppable. Once you make the decision to achieve your goal, nothing will get in your way. Every step you take will only make you stronger, and soon others will recognize you as someone who simply cannot be stopped. We are living in the best time in history. More people are becoming millionaires now than ever before, and more will become millionaires in the coming years. No one is better than you, and no one is smarter than you. If you follow the principles that self-made millionaires follow, nothing in the world will stop you from achieving the same results.